loves. Welcome to the Joyful Finding Show this beautiful December 9th of 2022. This month is just cruising right along too. We're already into 9 days, my friends, 9 days. And I see there's a bunch of you already out there. I love you guys. Look at Robert and Lanka and Nancy and Richard. Probably missing a few. And Ruth is out there. Wow, look at you guys have been chatting for a little bit here. I guess I should pay more attention. Kim is out here. I love this. I love you guys. I'm so glad you guys could be here and be a part of this energy. And thank you, Nancy, for that $5 super sticker. When I get around to messages, you will be number one. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Let's see what they would like me to share with all of you this beautiful week, this beautiful Friday night. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this, the automatic writing, because I want you guys to see it. It's short and sweet today. Very short and sweet. Okay. And which is not bad, because the messages come exactly the way that they're supposed to and exactly when they're supposed to. So this one says, hello, love. So happy to be with you all this evening. Just enjoy the energy. Remember who you really are. We will be assisting. So I want you guys to know that we have so much energy that's assisting us lately, right? Whether we feel that energy in our bodies, maybe we're feeling that energy from other people, maybe we're feeling it from nature. I feel like as I'm starting to talk and I'm closing my eyes, I can see almost all this energy. It's like swirling all around. So I want you guys to feel into this beautiful, beautiful energy, okay? And we're going to send this out around the world so everyone can experience this with us, right? Even if we're not attached to this show in this particular moment, it does not matter. We are attached to each and every person on this planet. So we're just going to send that out, because it's just funny because I'm feeling that energy in my ear. So as we start feeling more and more of this energy as we're sitting here talking, I would like you guys, if you guys are feeling it anywhere in your bodies. And it's so funny. I wish I could draw what I'm seeing, but there's no way I could, not even close. So I want you guys just to feel into this, because I feel like some of you are feeling this in your right ear. I feel like some of you are feeling it in the back of your neck. I feel like some of you are feeling it somewhere in your body. Okay. So I want you guys to feel all this, okay? Feel it, and then if you need to, release it, because sometimes the energy builds up too much and it gets too intense. Let's release all that. I feel like we're doing a lot of working with the right side right now. I feel like we're releasing a lot of old stuff, okay? I feel like this is old stuff, okay? And we are, because we have to release that so we can move into our future, right? So a lot of you are feeling a lot of different energies, okay? So I want you to tap in and feel them, okay? And this is also about remembering who you really are tonight, okay? So we are energy. Everything in our body is energy. So I want you guys to tap into that beautiful energy that you are, and let it start vibrating. It's been laying dormant for a very, very long time. Okay, and now it's time to awaken that beautiful energy, that beautiful passion, that beautiful joy, that beautiful happiness that you have going on inside, that it's time to let it come on out. Let it out. Woo! Kim says, oh, yeah, the energy is intense because I am a Gemini moon. Well, then there you go. Woo-hoo. And Kim says it's my right ear. Wow, I was typing right ear when you said that. Well, I'm still feeling that, Kim. So, see, we're all energy. And when we can get into that energy flow, because we probably all have a little bit we all need to release somewhere in our bodies, right? We hold on to our tensions somewhere within our body somewhere, okay? Your heads, your fingers, your toes, wherever. So it's time to release all that so we can all stand in that beautiful power. Boo boo. Yes, it's so festive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. All right. So what else would they? Okay. So you guys, if you guys were tuning in last week, I probably told you about my little toe, right? That I slammed it so hard, I bruised my little toe. Okay. Well, then this week I ended up hurting my ring finger and my pinky finger, all on my left hand. Okay. It was a really crazy week of self-infliction because I did them to myself. You know, it was my own actions that created them. But it's really funny. So if you guys have been like banging up your bodies a little bit, the universe might be trying to tell us something. And, you know, I don't know what my message is completely yet, but it's starting to fall into place. I know that I need to keep going and not fall backwards. Okay. So there's no going backwards. It's always about going forward now. So that's super duper important. And actually, I've been really tired. Have you guys been feeling that too? I've been really tired. Like last night, I was in bed by 7:30. I was exhausted. I was done, done, I tell you. And then I woke up bright and early, 5 a.m. this morning. So that was always nice. I like the mornings because I can get up and drink my coffee, and it's very quiet before the rest of the house wakes up. So I enjoy that. So it's not such a bad thing, but 7:30 is quite early to go to bed. So, and I know it's always when we change the clocks and all that, it changes my internal rhythm, right? And I know we're working our way to that, you know, that, the shortest day of the year, okay, which is going to be what, the 21st or the 22nd? Which day does the solstice fall on this year? That's our shortest day of the year, okay? And then we start gaining our light again. Ooh, that's something to remember. We start gaining our light again. Okay, so that's significant. I feel like that's significant, or I would not have brought that up. So someone make a mental note of that. And please remind me after the show. Because you know me, I probably won't remember a thing that I said. And I probably won't go back and watch my show. So you guys, woo! Ruth says, yes, I've been tired all week. Yeah, the last 2 days, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I was done. I was like, I got to go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning, which is really kind of early. But I feel like that's all happening for a reason, right? We need our rest to energize ourselves. So make sure you guys are getting your rest if you need it. Allow yourself to get that time if you need it. If your body's calling for it, it's definitely time for you to do that. Okay. So what else has gone on this week? It's been a lot. It feels like it's been a very short week, but a very long week at the same time. So we're doing that time thing again. Time compression and time expansion, because I feel like we can manipulate it both ways. So if you guys have been noticing that you've been able to manipulate time or have time work in your favor, right? I feel like we can do that. I'm like, all right, we need to hurry this up. But then there's other fractions out there that also interfere with that. But anyways, just keep your mind on that too, because time is also playing tricks on us sometimes, because it's like, oh my God, it's almost, you know, it feels like an hour went by and like 3 hours went by. You're like, oh my God, I got so sucked into that, or whatever it might have been that you got moved into. Let's see what else we got. And it's so funny. As I do that do thing. You guys ever do that? I know at least one of you out there does that I was talking to earlier this week. Thank you for going and anchoring light with me. Sometimes do you feel like you need to get together and just you're being called to go to a place so that you can add energy or light to that place? This is something I've done a lot over the years, but sometimes you're just called, like you just have to go there and just like do whatever it is that you're called to do, whether it be drive around the building, drive to a certain location. I've anchored light in so many places in Sarasota, from St. Pete Bridge all the way down. Where's the southest we've ever gone? I would have to say South Sarasota. Probably Spanish Point was the south as we went, but that's a large area of anchoring a light. And it was so funny because it was Dia and we were like in 2016. It was my baby was just still little, and we would get a message. All right, you guys need to go to, say, Marina Jack's today. Even though I don't ever think we anchored light there. But anyways, that's an example, right? So it feels like Casey Key, right? Casey Key was the lowest, right? We went towards, you're right. Thank you, Complicated by Design. I couldn't remember. And I tried to draw a map, but we just kept going to so many places that I gave up on trying to keep track of the map. But I drive by some of them still today, and I know there's reasons that I have to tap into these certain spots when I'm driving somewhere. You know what I mean? It's so funny. So if you've done this around town or whatever, especially the one down Orange, there's a statue there. So if you guys live in Sarasota and you go by that statue on Orange, that one seems to be very significant for me. And also the one, Dia, that we put in Siesta Circle, Siesta Drive Circle there, is also very significant because I drive that 4 times a day. 4 times a day. So it's like, and it's a good halfway point on a circle, which is kind of cool. So if you guys are ever felt like Northport, I'd not when Dia and I did it. We anchored light down in Northport when we went to Warm Mineral Springs before the hurricane came. And good thing we went before the hurricane because the hurricane has totally wiped out the rest of the buildings out. So they need to remodel everything. So there's a reason why you're called to go to different spaces before, or maybe you don't even know what they're for until after, but you feel like you're drawn to go to these places, whether it's it could be any place. It could literally be any place, any place, any place. So just pay attention to that thing, just pay attention to where your body's drawn, or if you're hearing something in your mind that I need to go, like I keep getting that I need to go to 5 points. Okay. It's very important that I go to 5 points. I just have not made it there yet. And I need to go there. So I know that that's going to be in my near future. So I'm sharing what I get intuitively about having to go somewhere to share some energy or some light. Okay, so that'll be my next trip. I had to make one last week, so there'll be another one this week. I feel like maybe tomorrow or Sunday, maybe Sunday. But anyways, I'm just rattling on, you guys. You guys are finding this interesting, right? Woo! Leica says, "Oh wow, didn't know that." Yes, girl. Yes, yes, yes. And let's see. Hi, Barbara. I'm so glad you could be here. Woo, woo, woo. I saw someone say Samantha. Who's Samantha? Is that something I missed? There is a Samantha. Hello, Samantha. Boop, boop. Glad you could be here as well. Yeah, so I am sometimes and complicated by design. Hello, Dia. So glad you could join us this evening. My other traveler of light. And each one of you are, and when we, okay, so how do they want me to describe this? Okay, because I'm feeling this really like, whoo, I'm feeling a lot of that heart energy right now. So I want you guys to feel into that, okay? All right, so you feel into that energy. Okay, so it's like you're tapping into your soul's energy and you're listening to the divine voice that's inside you, not outside of you. It's inside you. It's like kind of those conversations you have with yourself or whatever, but you're listening to your divine self and finding out what is your truth and what you're supposed to be doing. Because if I talk to just normal people about going and anchoring light, they would think I was totally nuts and what am I doing? All of you understood exactly what I was talking about. So there's some people out there that don't understand us yet, okay? But they will, right? Because we're starting to understand. And I feel like this is clogging somebody's throat up. So don't worry. People do think we're a little weird, but we're really not. We're God's children. And we're here to remember exactly who we are and the abilities that we have within us that have been, what's the best word to use? I'm going to say disabled. Okay. They've been disabled. Our abilities have been disabled. And we are finding the right keys or the right sparks of energy that are reigniting them so that they are no longer disabled. Okay. We're making those connections. Okay. Because energy has to make connections. So whatever was not sparking where it needed to be, it's just like if you went to go start your car and you had no spark in your spark plugs, your car is not going to start. It's going to go blah, blah, blah. It's just not going to do what it needs to do. So this is kind of like our spark plug. We're going to spark it. It's funny. I'm using the analogy of a car and a motor. But anyways, the things they make me think about when I say this stuff out loud to you guys. All right. Robert says, felt drained for a while now. Oh, for how long, Robert? How long have you felt drained? How long? Okay. So everyone take a deep breath. I want you guys all to release whatever it is that no longer serves you. If you feel like you're carrying something that is not yours, please drop it. Give it back to the other person. Put it in the recycle bin. I don't care where it goes. It does not need to be in your energy field anymore, okay? Because you guys are all awakening to who you truly are. Each day is finding out more and more about yourselves, right? It's about who you are and who you desire to be. Okay. And I don't know why, but when I do my meditations all the time, I always bring into it my DNA. Okay. And when I do them occasionally on this show, I always have it touch your strands of DNA. I forget the exact words I use right now. But again, our DNA is being activated on more levels the more that we connect in with ourselves. Okay. So feel into that. Okay. And I'm not sure why I needed to bring that up with you all this evening, but apparently I did. Okay. So whatever that means for you all out there. And I almost feel like there's something that's going to go with that. But I don't know what that is yet because they haven't thought that out completely in my brain yet. Hello, love. Hello, Cheyenne. Woo! So glad you could be here. And hello, Linnell. Woo woo. All right. So we're feeling all this beautiful energy this evening. So if you have just joined now, I want you guys to tap into the energy that's flowing around each and every one of you. It's connecting us all in this beautiful, oh my God, they almost were going to call it a love triangle, but I don't feel like we're in a triangle, which is odd because well, I guess we could be because it could start in that and then echo out. But anyways, there's a lot of that going on. So I want you guys to feel into the energy that is flowing right now. And when I get ready to give messages, I want you all to pay attention to the messages that are being spoken tonight. Even if the message is not directly to you, listen to the words and the vibrations that others are receiving because it may also be a message for you. Okay? Because messages come in very mysterious ways sometimes, right? I could pull into a parking lot and pull next to a van, and the van has a very important message on the side of it for me. And I'm like, what are the odds that I pull in this parking lot and I pull next to this van that's going to have this message for me? Or get behind, what did I get behind? Oh, like numbers. I want you guys to pay attention to that because for me, when was it? Last Tuesday, I was ones all day long. They were like wanting me all over the place. Wands all over the place. Okay. And then it was funny because then anyways, it was just really funny. So I thought I would share that with you. So the messages are there. You just have to be observant and start paying attention to everything. Don't just glance at things like, all right, what does this really mean? It could be a picture and I'll be like, all right, I'm going to look into this picture. I'm going to look into the background. I'm going to look at the color of the picture. Everything has meaning. So you have to tap in and see what that means for you. Okay. Is that giving you a message of truth? Or does it feel off to you? Is there another message that says, oh, you need to look into this? And sometimes that even happens when you could be texting somebody and all of a sudden it sends the complete wrong word that you want to add to your text. But you need to go and look up that word because that word is very significant for you, something to know right now. Okay, so I just want you guys to pay attention to all of the things that happen in your lives. Okay, and right now, many of you know I talk about building from the foundation up, okay? We have had to crash down a lot of the old structures, right? Which is still happening. They want me to talk about this. They're all coming down. They're imploding all over the place, right? And we're starting off with pretty much this fresh foundation. We know where we want to stand. We know where we want to start. Many of you are still on your foundations, which is fine. Some of you have built your first floor. Some of you have gone to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and however big this building is, because I do feel like it's more like a skyscraper because there's many levels to it. Okay. So it's not just like a second or 2, 3-story house. This is like levels. Okay. So this is your spiritual being that you are rebuilding from. This is your foundation that you are building from now. Okay. You are building up this new foundation to these new levels of understanding, these new levels of knowledge and wisdom. Okay. That's going to help assist you, and it's going to help assist those around you, right? Because it's about us helping our communities now, right? Because that's something that we've gotten away from. That is something we have totally gotten away from. And if you haven't seen it in your own cities, I'm sure you've seen it around, but there's definitely a lot more homeless people out there. So there's a lot of society out there that is not being helped, that should be helped. And we are going to start setting up some of these new foundations. And I mean like buildings, and I don't mean like 5013Cs after I said foundations. I want to start over. The foundation of the building so that we can create out of love, okay? And that we are here to assist all people. All people. And that's one of the greatest things about all of you out there, because you see each other as one hearts. You see each other as hearts, not as the skin of their bodies, not what they look like. Yeah, maybe some of you do just a little bit, but you guys are starting to see more people as their soul, as who they really are. You guys are really starting to tap into, going beyond all the things that they did to try to divide us, because we were all uniters, right? We're here to unite each other. And I don't know who I'm saying that to, but that sends a little itch to my throat for you. So, unite under God. God loves us. God is sharing his love with us, and he's showing you how to manifest things in your life when you get in that connection with God, when you get into that source energy. Okay. It really starts to expand you. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Linnell says, Kim and I shared incredible space today. So nice. It had been a bit of time since we have synced up. Good job. Good for you, ladies. And Linnell says, judgment removed. Yes, we have to remove judgment from another person, because we do not know exactly what that other person is walking in. What are their shoes walking through? What are they experiencing in this life? We have no idea. The only thing we actually have an idea about is what we are experiencing. We know what we are experiencing, and we know how we should react and do about things in life, right? And if we're coming from a love vibration, right, the best vibration in the world, we are spreading kindness, we are spreading joy, and doing all the things that we enjoy. Okay, so just know that more of you are going to start stepping into more of your joy. So I'm excited for all of you. All right, so this is a great time for me to jump into messages this evening. So I just want you guys to know that you guys are definitely welcome to tip or donate this evening through Super Chats here on YouTube, or you can go over there on Rumble Rants if you're watching over there. And if you want, you can do it on my Venmo at Melissa-Parks-37. Thank you so much, my friends. And I hope you guys are having a very Merry Christmas season, right? I feel like we all need to be saying Merry Christmas more, because when I was young, I guess before I get to messages, I want to talk a little bit more. Woohoo! Sorry if I'm messing with the energy. It's been a rough day. No, girl, you are not messing with the energy. We are here to help you release that energy today. So see it as going goodbye. Okay, you're going to be in your happy state after this show is over. We're releasing what no longer serves us for our highest and best. Okay, we are releasing what no longer serves us for our highest and best. Gone, poof, gone. But I can tell you, a lot of people have had a bad day. The energy has been really intense for a lot of people. But where was I going with that? So back when I was a kid, and I'm old now, just so you guys know, I can remember going into stores and how everyone would be like, oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. And then somewhere in the 80s or the 90s, it might have been the 90s. I think it was the 90s. It was only politically correct to say Happy Holidays. So that way you include everyone. Well, even just Merry Christmas, even though you might not be of that religion, is still not a bad thing. It's not insulting because we didn't know. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm bringing this up. I guess this is important because I really want everyone to have a very Merry Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate this time of year, these holy days, right? So however it is that you celebrate with your families, I just want you guys to have an extra special Merry Christmas this year, okay? Or whatever it is that you're celebrating this year. Okay, so if you guys want, boo-boo, all right. And no, you can't mess with the energy. All right, so Nancy is going to be first, and she dropped me a $5 super sticker at the beginning of the show. She's been waiting ever so patiently for her messages today. And let me just get my little paper here all set up. I feel like I'm a little discombobulated today. But Nancy, I have to write your name, and then I do a little drawing kind of thing. I have this new thing that I do, and then I just kind of tap in and see what's going on in Nancy's world. Ooh, you got a lot of energy going on, girl. Okay, I can tell you still like to stay busy. Okay, so Nancy Ramsey, you like to stay very busy, my friend. And there are things, and there are a lot of people on the other side that are trying to get in touch with you. So maybe your angels, your guides, whoever your spiritual posse is, are trying to, give you messages. And I feel like they're coming in images. So I feel like your third eye is also expanding right now. So I feel like there's some images going on for you. I also feel like there's either you have moved or you're going to move. Because I feel like you're unpacking. I feel like you've already packed. So I feel like you've already moved or you're moving. There's something that's being moved. Whether it's to a new residence, an office, something's being moved, okay? And it feels like it's furniture and stuff. So it's like bigger things that are being moved. I don't feel like I'm just rearranging a living room. I feel like things are being moved, okay? I feel like a box truck is involved. So there's some kind of movement that's coming for you, okay? And this is not a bad thing. This is something that you've been wanting. And I also get that you need to dream bigger, like get out of whatever because sometimes you like to stay in a comfort zone and they want you to get a little bit outside that comfort zone so that you can create more of the magic that you would like to create. But I also feel like you're getting mad messages. Blah, 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 blah. They're all coming to you all at once. Automatic writing would also be very good for you. So please tap into and try that. So I'm going to leave that with you, Nancy. I hope that's helpful for you this evening. Beep, beep. Of course, Cheyenne, I would love to give you a message. Girl, we got 30 minutes left. I have moved and hope to move next year. Well, look at you, Nancy. There's another move coming for you because you're not done yet. All right, let's tap in and see what's going on in Cheyenne's world. What's going on with my friend here? Woo, you are not lying. You did have a rough day, my friend. All right, you are here, there, and everywhere, and you let everyone. Okay, so this is the first thing I'm getting. Whew. Take a deep breath, center yourself, okay? Because it was like a little mini tornado around you, or a little hurricane, or no, this is more like a tornado. Okay, so there's. And it's so funny is there you probably feel like there's all this stuff going on all around you like this all over the place, and it kind of reminds me of space dust. Okay, so we're just gonna like kick it off, Cheyenne, just kick it off. Okay, but they want you to all right, so there's something about centering, okay, because they definitely want you to center. Okay, so there's balance in being centered. Okay, so if there's something that's throwing you off balance, you have to reevaluate what that is. Okay, because they're saying that you need to be centered. Okay, centered. And it's so funny because I feel like as I do that, I feel like I'm calming you down. So center, my friend. Woo! And then you're going to like expand because it's going to be like this. you're getting ready to blossom too. They would love me to tell you that. Blossom, blossom, Cheyenne. You're ready to blossom. All right. This is a great time to have a word from my sponsor. Feng Shui My Space is a beautiful woman, Marsha Morris, who is into this whole thing about reorganizing your house and looking at the colors and, you know, whatever it is that Feng Shui does. And it's just fantastic. Check it out, you guys. Yes, check out Marsha on fengshuimyspace.com. Check her out, give her a call. Get your houses in order. The energy feels chaotic in your house. Maybe something needs to change. I know I have to ask her to see my chart again so I can see what I have to change in different areas of my house again, especially after Christmas season is over and all the decorations come down. That's a great time to be able to reorganize and be like focused into next year. So maybe that's the gift that you buy yourself next year. You buy yourself a session with Feng Shui My Space. Then that'd be fun, and do something about your house, the house flow. That's what made me think of it when Linnell wrote that down there. House flow. Yes, yes. All right. Who else out there would love a message this evening? And just so you guys know, tomorrow night is the message gallery, the spiritual message circle tomorrow night. So if you guys are interested in that, I keep burping because you guys are helping me change a lot of energy. If you guys notice that you're doing that as well during this show, just know that we are releasing a lot of stuff that no longer needs to be in our bodies. It's got to go. It's got to go. All right. So awesome. Boo boo. Let's see. Would love a message. Absolutely, Dia. And Tiffany says, congratulations to Kim Smith for being one of our VIPs for 15 months. Congratulations, Kim, for being a VIP for 15 months. That's fantastic. Thank you. The VIP shows are fun. The Spiritual View show, those are a lot of fun. If you guys want to check that out, you guys all have to become a VIP. A very important person to us. Not that you're not important right now, but even more important. Okay, so let's see. Dia would love a message. Sure, Dia. Let's see what's shaking in your world. Well, all right. This is an interesting one. So, Dia. Ooh. Okay. So, I don't even know how to read this one yet because this is something I have not yet seen. So, this is something that's very new. And I feel like there's this two people, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 4, and another 2. So I feel like these are all people that are getting together. And it's so funny because I feel like I'm ready to tee off on golf too. So I don't know why golf is coming into this or whatever, but I don't think you play golf. But anyways, there's a lot of different energy that's coming around, and this is going to spell something when I'm done. It almost feels like it's going to spell something. But anyways, you have a lot of assistance that's going on right now. A lot. Wow. I just can't stop looking at it. That's how intense it is. Here, I have to show you. I know it looks different when you do it like this, but it's like there's a lot going on in there. And I'm going to decipher that more for you later because there's more that I have to know about that. But it would take too much time to decipher now. So I hope that's okay, Dia. You'll get an extra one later. Okay? Because that's a lot. Every time I look at it, it's like, woo, excitement. It's like, woo. That's what I want to do. I want to get excited. But I need to know more about why I'm excited about that. It's like a party. It's like a party on a page. Party on a page. Woo, woo. So I'm going to leave that with you, Dia. There'll be more later. All right. So who else said they would love a message? All right, you guys. Well, look at you guys go. Hello, Samir. Samir wants a message. All right, Samir. Let's see what I get going on in your world. All right, Samir. I am getting there needs to be a pause. So whatever that pause is for you is going to bring balance in your life. So maybe you're go, 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 and you just need to rest. So I'm saying that you need to find where that pause is because you need to have rest. Okay. And I feel like it's going to make everything all right. And I also feel like there's 3 steps that you're stepping up to. So there's something that's coming up for you. So they want you to be aware of that as well. But there's also this pause, and I feel like you're paused, and it's like you can see like my joyful findings with Melissa Parks right there in the little circle there, how it's rounded. So I'm feeling like you need that pause and feel like you're comforted in a little bubble. You know what I mean? So whatever you have to do to take that pause for yourself. Okay. It's very important you take this pause. So I don't know what you're pausing from, but they want you to pause. So I'm going to leave that with you, Samir. Little pause happening. Yes, I like the golden manifestor. Bring it on. All right. Thank you, Melissa. I was driving. You're very welcome, Cheyenne. At least you're listening to me while you're driving. Woo! Just don't close your eyes while you're driving. See, that's why I don't do my meditations all the time, because some of y'all are driving when that happens. All right. Woo-hoo. Dia says, thank you. Love you. No, I love you more. I love you more. Hello, Devin. Hello. And look at that. I'm just seeing this $4.99 super sticker here. Linnell, when did you throw that on there? Jesus. Oh, just 1 minute ago it came up. All right, Linnell. Let's tap into Linnell. Well, Linnell, I feel like you're going a lot smoother now. Whatever you have going on is going a lot smoother. And it's so funny because I feel like I just got in water and I feel like I'm in a kayak and I feel like I'm just going out and I'm enjoying nature and I'm observing and I'm not talking and I'm not doing anything. I'm just observing. So I feel like you're in an observation type of state right now. But this is very, very calming for you. This is like calm, right? And I feel like you're in the water and it's all calm and it's peaceful. So you're finding that true calm within. You've dealt with the raging emotions and now you've really felt the calm within. So that's really exciting, Linnell. That really makes me feel like I'm relaxed. I could like chill back and take a nap. I could just just hang out, just do the things. But they also want you to go what it is that you want to create for yourself, because I know you're a helper of many people. So I feel like they want you to start creating whatever it is that's your joy. So they're like showing me this circle of energy of whatever it is that you're going to start to create. So there's something new coming up. Ooh, that almost made me woozy. So whatever that is, enjoy, Linnell. I'm excited for you. I'm excited. All right. Robert, you've been tired for a couple weeks. Yeah, the energy's been pretty intense. So you need to make sure that you get the rest that you need. It's very important that you rest. Okay. Very, very important that you guys rest. Especially when you're called to rest. Okay. It's important. All right. And let's see. You guys are awesome. All right. Who else would like some messages this evening? We got 20 minutes left. So I got time for probably all of you. And again, I'm going to say about the message circle tomorrow night, right? It's our only one for the month of December. So if you miss this, you're going to have to wait till January. You don't want to have to wait. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. And if no one wants messages, you know I can talk for the last 20 minutes, no problem. My guides and angels are like super excited just to be able to talk to someone that will listen. All right, Lenka says, okay, then I would. Okay. And Ruth. Okay, Lenka and Ruth. Here we go. All right, Lenka. Lenka. Woo, baby. All right, so you have something going on about 6 different things. So I don't know if you've already broken out your little arts and crafts, but I feel like you have 6 projects going. And I feel like one of them is work. Okay, one of your projects is work. But then there's like these other, and they're making my nose itch on me now. But I feel like there is this, these other things. I think it's time for you to, how do they want to say this? So it's time for you to incorporate all your other things into something. So whether it's an Etsy shop or whatever, I don't know, because it's time for it to go, because there's a 5 there. There's change happening with that. It's ready to start happening. Work is still the main goal, but then the side gig, right? The side gig, the side hustle. That's what I'm seeing. And I know if you need help, I'll help you, honey. Just reach out to me, Lenka. We'll figure it out together. All right. And Ruth. Let's see what's shaking in Ruth's world. All right. So Ruth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, you're working towards something, girl. Okay, so and it's all wavy, so I can see why you've been a little tired the last couple of days, because it's like you have a lot of energy, and then you're like, I'm done. Kind of like I've been like the last couple of days. It's like you got a lot of energy, and then when it's done, you're done. But I feel like there's a lot of new things that are coming for you, but there's also a few things that are coming to an end. So there's things that you needed to ship out that needed to be like, it's kind of like every time that you purge, like say you're cleaning your house, and every time you purge a little more, you purge a little more, you purge a little more. Well, I'm feeling you're like down to like the end of your purge, right? So it's like whatever it is that you're purging that you need to get rid of right now, it's definitely time for you to toss it, because it's going to create more and new energy in your life. Okay. All right. Woo-hoo. All right, let's see what else is going on. Kim would like a message. Sure, Kim. Let's see what's shaking in Kim's world. All right, so Kim. You've been a little sideways lately, but that's not a bad thing. Like laying down, I feel like that kind of sideways. You know what I'm talking about? So resting, kind of like you were today. But I feel like you needed this, and you have to pay attention when your body says it's time. There's time when you need to not push yourself, because you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to. So there's times when you have to rest. There's times when you have to stand. There's also another time when you have to stand. There's also times when you need to rest. Okay? Boop, boop, boop. So just pay attention to the rhythm that your body wants to get into. And Kim, also, I just felt like there's this heaviness you're feeling in your stomach. So either it's some kind of energy blockage or something, but it's time for you to release whatever that is and just go like, I don't need any stress on my body. It needs to go. Yeah, because I feel like it's in the solar plex area a little bit. So it's time to release all that, they're saying. Release and allow, my friend. Release and allow. So I'm going to leave that with you, Kim. Hello to Kavita. Kavita, what's happening? All right, Kavita, I'll give you a message. What's shaking in Kavita's world? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Kavita, you have some things that you are working on that you need to change about yourself so that you could be happier. I think these are things that you look at in yourself. I almost feel like they're being mirrored at you right now. So whatever it is that you're not truly happy with right now is being mirrored at you. Okay. And they're saying for you to stop, you have to stop and love yourself more. Okay. And by loving yourself more is honoring your true integrity. So, whatever that means for you in this moment. Okay. Because they're saying that you're working towards your inner knowing, which means you have to shed off all these outside layers, right? All these outside layers. So they just want you to stand in your truth and love vibration and start spreading it everywhere you go, Kavita, because once you have it completely, everyone will start feeling it around you as well. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. And Lenka says, interesting. 6 things, huh? We'll feel through that. Thank you, love. You're welcome. And Ruth says, thanks, Melissa. Makes perfect sense. Well, good. I'm glad because it didn't make sense to me, but it doesn't have to make sense to me. It has to make sense to you guys out there. And Devin says, Jackie would like to have a message. She's been listening with me. She's been sick. Please and thank you. Sure. All right. Let's see what's happening in Jackie's world. Jackie. Huh. All right. So, Jackie, I want you to feel better. I want you to get some vitamin C in your body. They're saying they want you to have some vitamin C and some water. They really want you to have some water. I feel like you're a little dehydrated. But Jackie, they're showing me, and this is funny because they're showing me a picture of a swan. Okay. So a swan to me means grace. Okay. And they're wanting you to have more grace. So I don't know what that means for you. I don't know what you have going on, but gracefully, whatever, I don't know. That's the words that are coming to me. So these are significant for you in this moment. But they're also showing me like this swan, right? It's in the pond and it's all by itself right now. And it's trying to make some decisions. So they're trying to get you to make those decisions with grace. Okay, so that's going within and honoring yourself while you make those decisions. And I also see all the white fluffy the feathers, you know what I mean? I don't know where flowers came from, but they're feathers. Okay, and there's also going to be some kind of new growth that happens for you, but you have to stand in your truth and your power and do what's right for you. Okay, they want you to do that and advocate for yourself. So I don't know what that means for you, but those are the words that are coming for you today, Jackie. So I hope you find that helpful. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Lincoln says, I saw that. Oh, and Complicated says, I'm thinking Devin might like a message if you get a chance. Well, of course. Look at that, Devin. Your sister wants me to give you a message. I love when families click in here and watch together. This is awesome. All right, Devin. Let's see what's shaking in Devin's world. Devin. All right, Devin. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so Devin, you're in a flow, right? You're in this pattern. I'm getting this pattern, and then the pattern changes. So there's something that's coming up for you that is going to change. And this is going to be a good change. Okay. Not all changes are bad, but I feel like you've been in the same pattern for a long time now. And there's something about this pattern that changes. And it's a pattern that actually connects to the old pattern. So it's a pattern that still has a connection to the old pattern, but it now has a new connection. Okay, a new connection, because they're showing me like my pencil, my marker here. All right, they're showing me there's a connection. Okay, so they want you to be aware of the changes that are going to be coming for you, because they're going to be good and you're going to be happier. Because isn't that what you truly want, is to be happier and be open, honest, and truthful? Even though I feel like you really are, sometimes I feel like you're probably bluntly honest, but that's the best way to be. Okay, so they just want you to keep enjoying your time and take care of your girl. She's sick. Give her some chicken soup or something, would you? All right, Devin says thank you. You're welcome. Kim says thank you. I do have some butterflies in my stomach area. I will be resting. Good. Yeah, I was feeling that. It's kind of weird. Felt heavy more than butterflies, but that could feel heavy too, depending on what you feel other times. Right? Right. Okay, is there anybody out there that's listening tonight that I may have missed? Who is out there? All right, Richard. Richard Riddle. All right, Richard. So what I get for you, my friend, is there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of people working on a lot of stuff. You guys are all working on a lot of stuff tonight. You guys are doing the work. I have to tell you, you're doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it, you're doing it. So, Richard, for you, I want you, they're saying automatic writing would be really, really good for you because you have to allow some of these messages to come in that you're not seeing during your day. You're being distracted by other things. So in that quiet Zen time, whenever you meditate or get into that zone and get out your pad of paper and start writing, it's very important that you do that, okay? Because I feel like the writing is going to really assist you and help you in moving forward. So I'm going to leave that with you, Richard. They want you to get out your pad and paper. All right. Who else is out there, my friends? Who else is out there? I don't remember who else is out there. Is Robert still out there? I think he was there. Did I miss any of y'all? I think I got y'all. Doop, 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 doop. All right, too many messages to go back for. But Robert, if you're still out there, let me know. So what else has been going on this week and what's going to be taking place? Okay, so there's only going to be one more show next week. One more Joyful Findings this month for this year. This year is almost over. You guys, how fast has the time gone? We have just flown through these years, minute by minute. We just keep doing it. We just keep doing it. Woo! Devin says, I thank you, and Jackie thanks you. It always starts with love. Yes, it does. It starts with love. So you guys love on each other. That'll help heal you both. But it's about what else have we got going on? So we're almost through the end of this year. That's where they wanted me to go with that because time flies, you know. It's like, and it's only going to go faster. And it'll be like in no time, you know, I'll be back in January. And I want to know how y'all fared through the holidays with your friends and your family and you're celebrating and whatever it is that you're going to do. Let's see what else they want. It's funny because I could... Can you guys do that? Kind of like go in your head and kind of look around and kind of like latch onto something that's like, oh, that's an interesting topic. We should probably talk about that. But they wanted you to tap into the energy this evening. Okay. The energy has been super important. And we want to send out energy again this evening. Okay. To anyone out in the universe, right? Actually, this is what I'm going to do first because this is always fun. All right. So, one of the things that I've always liked to do ever since I learned how to do Reiki, right, is that I always like to call in healers from past, present, and future, right? Because we're living in all of those realms all at the same time, technically. Okay, if you want to put it that way, because we're continuous. But anyways, I don't want to get into all that. But anyways, so we're going to call in all healers, past, present, and future, all healers that I know, all that you guys know. So we're calling in all these healers from all these different planets, universes, multiverses, all these ones that have ever lived before that are great healers and they all work with energy. We're going to send out this love energy of healing, okay, because everyone needs a little love in their life. Everyone's hurting in one way, shape, form, or another, and we just want to release from that. And we want them to awaken to who they really are, right? So this energy is going to be on... Yes, I will get to you right before we end. So I want you guys to send out all this beautiful energy all the way out there. I want you guys to put your hands over your heart because I want you guys to feel it. Unless you're driving, Cheyenne, I don't want you to do this. Okay, you can do it later. Okay, so if you guys feel the energy, and I want you guys to like project out the energy from your heart going, oh, I want to project out that soul energy. Oh, and I want to send it out all around the world to all the people that could use some healing and whatever that might feel like. And then see if your hands don't start rising from your chest and spreading out. Allow your energy to move however it needs to move, okay? Because it's going to move fast now. So as soon as you allow that energy to flow, right? You guys are learning more about your energy. We're going to send that out to the peoples, okay? To all the peoples, the plants, the animals, the waters, the people that live under the earth, everybody. Animals that we've never seen before. All right, Tiffany wants a message. All right, Tiffany, let's see what I get for you, my friend. Tiffany. Oh, I got to switch. Hold on. I got to flip over to the other side. It makes a difference. I'm so particular. Oh, all right. So, Tiffany. Wow, you got a lot of ears in this one. Like, people are listening. Listening. All right. So this is about you and your community that you are building. You are building a beautiful community, and I'm getting people are hearing it. It will no longer, as we move into 2023, no longer be shadow banned, because we've all been shadow banned, even though we talk about spiritual stuff. We have been hidden for far too long. So it's going to be time for us to shine in 2023. Which will be a 7 year. So that'll be a lot of fun too. But you have a lot of excitement that's coming up and a lot of rest that you could take during your holiday season. Okay. They're saying rest during your holiday season because things are going to pick up. You're also going to have a lot of ideas. And they want you to hold them till after the first of the year. Okay. They want you to hold them because you already have a lot in the frying pan right now. Like I'm holding a frying pan and it's all like, I feel like I'm frying eggs. But they're all doing exactly what they need to do. But some of the things need to wait for next year. But anyways, they want you to enjoy this holiday season because there's going to be some surprises for you. I feel like there's surprises for Tiffany coming up. So I hope that's good for you. Yay, Tiffany. Surprise, right? That'd be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what fun you could have. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. So there's only a couple minutes left. I think I've answered everyone that wanted a message this evening. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this show. No, you're not easy, Tiffany, but all the frying pan stuff. And it's a big cast iron frying pan too. So that's cool. Each and every one of you are very important to what's happening in this time and space. Each one of you are experiencing exactly what you need to experience it, when you need to experience it for greater knowledge of understanding of who you are, to remember who you are. Each and every one of you this week, I know I'm going to say that because I want to acknowledge each and every one of you, are very, very special and awakening at your speed. You guys are amazing beings of light, God's children that who he sent here. You guys all ask permission. Can we go? We want to experience this. We want to help with this time and space. And each one of you are doing a fabulous job. It may not always be easy, but it's going to get easier as we move forward because you are learning the keys to open up the gates that have been locked. And we will be able to flow freely through those gates to our freedom from here, there, and everywhere. And being able to help a lot of people because assistance will be needed as we move forward. We're here to assist each other. We're here to expand each other. We're here to go outside our basic norms that we believed were basic norms. So you guys have the most magnificent week. Keep shining those beautiful lighthouses that each and every one of you are, and helping and assisting those that you cross. Everyone that you come across. It doesn't matter if it's on the street, if you're driving in your car or wherever it is, you are having an impact on so many people that you don't even recognize. You are part of the ripple of change. Keep up the great job, guys. Love you. See you next week.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.